Ah, capitalism, the noble art of convincing someone to buy something they don't need with resources they don't have. Nowhere was this art more purely practiced than in the great mud war of the Free Animals Farm. The situation began with two pigs who had cornered the market on a revolutionary new product. I'm kidding, it was just mud. But business was business, and they found themselves locked in a bitter price war that mostly involved staring at each other menacingly, while occasionally lowering the price by 1/8 of an apple. It was the absolute peak of economic action, and it was painfully boring. This spectacle of sheer mediocrity was being monitored by the cat, a creature who would be a god if boredom were a superpower. To amuse himself, he decided to engage in a little unsolicited market consulting, which is just a fancy term for knocking a piece of garbage off the roof to see what would happen. The first pig saw the shiny object. A few gears in his head started to turn. Then he had an idea. He realized he wasn't selling mud anymore. Oh no, he was selling a vibe. He called his pit the Rejuvenation Spring, a name that promised spiritual wellness but mostly just delivered bacteria. And just like that, the art of branding was born on the farm, which is the corporate wizardry of convincing you that two identical things are in fact wildly different. One is just mud, while the other is a premium, artisanal mud experience. His new marketing material claimed unique mineral properties, though what those minerals were didn't matter. He could have claimed the mud was infused with the healing tears of a mythical beast, and the animals probably would have believed him. This is the magic of perceived value. A concept where the most important feature of a product is whatever you can get the customer to imagine it has. The animals felt fancier, and therefore the mud was fancier. Meanwhile, our tragic hero, Pig B, saw his life's work of sitting in a puddle collapse and tried to copy the formula. He named his pit the Serenity Swamp and put a rotten turnip on a stick as a logo, but it didn't work. It turns out there's a certain genius to being the first person to have a monumentally stupid idea. And so, the farm's first brand-based monopoly was born, built on nothing more than a good story and the public's infinite capacity to be fooled by shiny things.